This is a general reading for Leo for March 16th through the 22nd. So if Leo is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting the channel. If not, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything and it helps the channel, as well as do your comments and likes. If you like the video, please hit the like, share the video, tell your friends about the channel, because that helps the channel. Now, I have with me this morning Nina, who is laying here on the table. She loves, we call it work. I say, Nina, do you want to go to work? And she gets so excited. And then I wrap her up in the wool shawl that I got when I was in Portugal. And so she is, oh, Nina, let's put this under your little chin here. That's probably more comfortable there. So she's all wrapped up, her little head poking out, and she'll probably go to sleep soon. I think she likes the energy. I think that's part of it. Now, Milo is no longer here on the planet. On Tuesday, I took him to the vet. He was so sick last weekend. And, he was in renal failure. He was between 15 and 17 years old. He was ready to cross over. He was the last of the 6 dogs that I took to Portugal about 3.5 years ago. Because I always adopt the older dogs, usually. And so we miss Milo. So Nina's the only one now of the pack that I have left. So it's quite an adjustment. And I know she misses Milo. Now, I've been working on some things coming up to build the channel. Technically, to convert from the USA from Portugal to the USA. So I have things, I have a technical person that I know that helped me set up the channel. Originally, she's going to be coming to help me. And then I do have the camera, microphone that she's going to show me how to operate. I am not a tech person. I'm definitely not a tech person. Never been a hands-on person. That's one of my, not my strength. There's lots of things that I am strong about, but those aren't my forte. So she's going to help me. And why do I want to monetize it? Besides the fact that it will help me financially, then I'm going to be able to do some live streams. And I want to do some things for the subscribers on, live streaming, like pick a card. I want to do a live streaming every week on raising the vibration of the planet and of the universe, of sending light and love. There's, other things that I have in mind that I would like to enhance by upgrading, enhancing the channel. Now, the other thing I'm working on, which I've mentioned, is that, tomorrow I'm going to the city and applying for my business license to do psychic arts. You have to be licensed by the city, and they do a whole background check. Well, then I'm not worried about that. I've had my fingerprints many times through the FBI for jobs that I've had. So it has, I have to be fingerprinted, waited. It takes a couple of weeks. A couple of months. Then I can go to work doing readings at a bookstore, which I've already talked to them. It's all lined up as soon as I have my license. I already have my state business license. That will probably be in a couple of months. At that time, I'll let you know and how you can get a reading through that bookstore. My schedule will be set. You'll be available if you go to their webpage. And you would just phone in if you wanted a phone reading. And they take care of the logistics and know my schedule. If you want a face-to-face reading, and if you're in Vegas, that would be available at that bookstore. And I chose that bookstore, because they have a great reputation. They've been here for a lot of years, and their prices are very affordable, line up with about what my prices are. Now, if Now, at that point, I will not be doing readings through my YouTube. I will be strictly doing them through the bookstore to be transparent and also so there won't be any conflict of interest at all. It will all be through them. Now, if you want the reading now, just contact me through my email, which is down below. And I think that's about all that I have for our business mentions. And I am using today the Light Seer. I'll be doing the tarot reading and then pulling some oracle cards. And Nia has already got her little head here in the little blanket there. So with Nina and I, let's see what we have coming up this week, Leo. And the very first card we have is the Ace of Wands, New Beginnings. So do you feel like you're beginning a new chapter? It looks like it because there it is, crossed over by the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is that difficult situation. It could be very unfair, and it will interpret it a couple of different ways. It could be that you have the new beginnings because of what happened in the past, the recent past, which necessitated a change. Or it could be that some things that are going to be offered you need to have a lot of discernment of new opportunities. At the base of it is the star. So what's ever going on is you're on track. It's destiny. Destiny and, and look at that. I hadn't really noticed that before. But it's the string attached to the star. It's bringing it down to earth. So I had not really noticed that, but look at the string there, almost like a kite. It's a connection to the star, to what it was ever aligned and manifesting, bringing down to earth that which has been lined up. Behind is the Three of Wands. What's on your mind is the Four of Wands. And remember, these are totally shuffled, so it wasn't like I had one suit and all together in order. What's ahead is the Hermit. And I brought my cup of coffee because I'm doing this in the morning. Now, we have Temperance, another major arcana. So we already have the Star, Temperance, and the Hermit. Then we have the Seven of Cups, the Page of Swords, and you know how I like the Page of Swords. Page of Swords and Ace of Swords. And the final outcome is the Six of Swords. Now, that's also a good card because you're moving forward out of a difficult situation with the King of Swords. Page of Swords with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Cups, remember, we've got repeating numbers with the Seven of Pentacles. Three sevens right in a row. 777, which is actually, the 7 is the spiritual number in numerology. So it's all part of the spiritual lesson, being in the flow, the sevens. Temperance with death and rebirth. The Hermit with the Six of Pentacles. So we had the 6, then the 7 of Pentacles. On your mind, the Four of Wands with the Six of Cups. That's interesting. The Three of Wands with the Four of Swords. The Star with the Tower. That's interesting with the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Three of Swords, your broken heart, reversed, healing, crossed over by the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Let's go over a couple of these cards specifically as we before we go into the whole reading. The Death card. Now, this is something that I repeat throughout, when I do my readings, and there might be someone who's brand new who, hasn't become familiar with my tarot readings, or the death card. Now, the death card is not death. And it's interesting, it's number 13. The death card is death or rebirth and rebirth. So, and I do the little story about old movies, old TV shows. And there's the plot is that they go to a psychic who maybe was an integral part of a murder mystery, or someone went to this, it was somehow woven into the plot. So the heroine or hero goes to the psychic store to see the psychic. And of course it has all the trappings of it's sort of dark. It has the beaded curtain, and they go through this back room that has curtains, and there's maybe a crystal ball on the table, and then the psychic, who might have a headscarf. You have to just really, because this is a drama. Now, as they do their reading, somehow the death card comes up, and of course, because it's a TV drama, then you get the dramatic music if someone's going to die or someone did die. Well, that's not what's going to happen. No, that is fiction. It's very unlikely that someone's going to, well, and sometimes I did see one time with money, which was an inheritance that they were getting, but the person already died. And it's a little unethical at times to say when someone's going to die. It's one of those, you just don't cross that line, because the person has free will too, the person that might be ill. So, you don't really, I do not predict that. But in this drama, then someone's going to die. Well, it isn't. It's rebirth. It's change. Because it's like in the cycle of life, a cycle of anything, a cycle of our lessons. Something ends and something starts, because there's an ending of a lesson, the ending of a chapter, the ending of something, and that clears the way for the rebirth. So this just means that it's an ending of a chapter that you've been going through, and new opportunities. Look at it, and I like to look at it that this is the springtime. And in the springtime, we've had the winter when the plants die, and there's the dead leaves, the dead flowers. And this is the time where you go in and prune. And there's even that Bible verse about pruning the grapes. So this is the time to cut away the dead and the dead blossoms for the new to sprout out, for the new growth, for the harvest in the fall. It's this full cycle, as our lessons, our cycles. And we can be ending one lesson, one situation, and new things coming up. And it doesn't have to be that everything is like stop, that it's just the end of a whole lesson and every aspect of your life is stopping. No, it could be that you have a life lesson, because you decide those before you come here. That through whatever the situation, you learn the lesson. It can be presented by a work situation where you're learning the lesson, and when you complete that and get it, then you can move on. But other aspects of your life, maybe we're not affected by it, or sometimes it can affect all aspects because of how life-changing it is. For example, if your job ended, but it necessitated moving, and it affected the family unit because of adjustments required in moving to a new neighborhood and new friends for the family, and that could affect a lot of aspects. But it could be that your job ends, and then you put out the energy, or the universe brings that job to you, and you've learned your lesson, whatever it is. It could be trusting, being in the flow, establishing boundaries, learning your self-worth, whatever the lesson. And it's different things for different people. We're not all in the same lesson. So death is rebirth. So think of it as a new opportunity, new chapter as your life changes. So you're really right on target. Now the other one that I pointed out is the Page of Swords. Why do I like the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords? Swords cuts through the veil and brings forth the knowledge. And through knowledge, you can make informed decisions. So in this Page of Swords, there is the light bulbs, which is the aha moments, and information coming. So it could be researching, it could be thoughts, it could be information verbally given to you, hearing something, researching something, but it's information. From that information, then you're going to be able to make informed decisions, or more informed decisions, I should say, more informed decisions, because you have the information rather than the blindfold and not having any idea. So this is the information to help you make the decisions of what you want to manifest. So your reading is about here, Leo. The first thing is the Ace of Wands, that's beginning, crossed over by the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords is like an unfair situation. And as you move forward, so it can be because of some situation that ended, that there's the space for new opportunities, which is the Ace of Wands. New projects, new jobs, new endeavors, something new is coming. That's also Ace, beginnings, death, end. So there's the beginning and end. So this is really what the cycle is that's coming up. And it could be that the Ten of Swords, as you go forward, it can be that maybe the Ace of Wands, if you had your Ten of Swords and you know it already, that maybe you were in a job situation or a relationship, something, and it was boom, things changed, and then you had to shift. So that's already happened. The other possibility could be that there's new opportunities, but you have to have a lot of discernment, because there could be some unfair dealings with the Ace of Wands. And what could that be? Well, if someone presented something to you, oh, okay, gee, and why do I see a Turkish rug? Oh, okay. If you've ever been to Turkey, they're known for their rugs, which I love Turkey. Istanbul is beautiful. The old expression of pulling the rug out from under you, but the Turkish rugs are very beautiful, very colorful. And it could also be that something's presented to you that seems to be very positive. It looks, revealing. Oh, okay. And also in the wisdom of the oracle, there's the card about all that glitters. And then sometimes, things can appear to be glittering, but they're really not that way, and you have to use your discernment. So this could be a warning to use your discernment as new projects come to you. Because then we have here your broken heart. Now, I do think maybe the Ten of Swords is from the past, but also it could be the present. A broken heart related to a message about money. What is it? Well, it could be a job ending. It could be a loss of income, a loss of an asset, but you got to have a message. And it's related, you're healing your heart. Now, the positive for that, if you haven't already had some sort of thing that message about money that you had your broken heart, it could be that that message, it can be a past message, or it can be a message that's going to happen. But you would know it if it's been a past message, like in the past week or so. Because remember, we looked at what's ever going on. It's in the stars. It's destiny related to the Tower. So it could be that you think you're on a path and then there's something happening. The Tower is a sweeping away almost. Something that you thought was consistent. This is unpredictable. Things happen. suddenly. Now, the positive of that could be that you've had an incident in the past, an ending of some sort, like a job or a relationship, and here you are, new opportunities. The Ten of Swords is that the Ten of Swords would be that situation in the past that you're still carrying through some of the energy related to it, because it's, and you also have the Three of Swords, your broken heart, because of how things ended. But you do have a new opportunity in a Page of Pentacles. Message is coming to you rapidly about positive changes, unexpected. And it's destiny. Now, I think that that's probably more likely for the interpretation, is that you've had your moment of the past, and you're healing from it. And the Ten of Swords is you're still moving away from that situation, whatever it is. It could be a working situation, for example, and that there's been a lot of chaos, situation. Maybe you had worked there for a long time, and then they might have a reduction in force. They might not, a reduction in pay, but there's something that opened the way for new opportunities to present themselves, a new job, a new project, something, and it comes suddenly. There's your Tower, because it's destiny, it's in the stars. Because behind you, now I think that it's the new opportunity that's going to be coming right. Oh, it says right out of the sky, unpredicted. And if that other thing hadn't ended, whatever it was, a job, you wouldn't have the space for this new to come. So look at it that way, that the space was created for new opportunities to come, because behind you is you looking at your horizon, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Swords, which is, it's repose. It is taking a break and healing from that situation. So I think that you've already had your Ten of Swords, and you're healing your heart, and you've been taking a break to heal yourself and looking at your options in the future. So you're on the path of a change. That's what's going on. You've had the information. You know that job ended, or the situation ended. It could have been a partnership. It could have been some sort of loss. It could have been a relationship. That's already past you. And now the new opportunities are coming, and they're coming suddenly. The Tower moment with the Star, which is in the, it's destiny. You're bringing down to the heavens, because this had like the string on the star. Because what's on your mind, and this is very good, is that's like why I went, oh, happy home related to someone from your past. Or someone from your past is going to help you. Suddenly he's there. Because the Six of Cups is, someone from your past. It could even be a past life. It can be a soulmate, because it can be from your past, and it's with a star. And happy home. So that's what's on your mind. You're feeling very positive about it. Look around, because it could be, okay, I'm picking up an energy of a person, for someone, that this person has been on the sidelines, so to speak, that they've been around, but they've never, and so he is, around you, someone and has stepped forward to say that, they want to have a relationship with you, or would like to, that they admire you, to start that relationship. Now, that could be it, or it could be someone helping you with your home. But it's Four of Wands is happy home, and it's from the past, and it's on your mind. I don't think, now, the other way it could be for someone is there's all this turmoil, all this thing that happened, and it can be related to a broken relationship, and he's on your mind, that she wants to come back, they want to come back in your life. That's the other way. So it can be a broken relationship, and they want to come back into your life, or it can be someone from your past or a soulmate that related to happy home. So it's a couple of different ways it can be interpreted. It's mixed because you've got pentacles here and you also have cups here. Cups represents relationships. I think, though, it's more about a job that sort of fell apart. That is your Ten of Swords, because right ahead is the Hermit. And the Hermit goes sort of on the mountaintop and gets a big perspective. Being able to see something, not involved in it, not in the middle of it, but as an observer and looking for the truth. There's the Lantern seeking the truth, related to the Six of Pentacles, offers coming to you for new opportunities, new job, or new money. It's the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles is moving forward, new, and could be opportunities. And so you're looking at the truth. Remember, I said you also had the Page of Swords. So if you listen to your inner voice, listen to your spirit guides, they're going to help you, because you have a couple of different cards that are showing that if you take your time, the Hermit, and the Page of Swords, information coming to you, you're going to get a clearer direction of what way to go through your spirit guides and your intuition, because you have that Death card and Temperance. So it's a new beginning. And what does the Temperance card mean? Patience, and don't jump into anything. So use some discernment as opportunities come to you. Don't sign up and say yes right away. Use discernment in the direction you're going. Why? Because it says, related to jobs, the Seven of Pentacles, you have some choices, the Seven of Cups. So it's discernment as opportunities come to you. Take your time. That's what it's saying. Because you're going to get messages to help you decide the clarity of the truth of what is below those. What choices related to job. So you might have several job offers, and use your discernment. Oh, well, I just got someone that was going to one of the job offers. The boss is slick. Oh, we have great bonuses. We have, with commission, you can make so much money, blah, 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 blah. I mean, and I just get them slick. Use your discernment. Use your intuition. Also, look at their energy, because you're very intuitive. And does that really ring true to you, what they're saying? Or do you have someone that, you maybe, because you're going to have several job offers or several options. Or do you go to the place that the fellow is saying, this is how much you're going to make. And we do have, maybe, along the way you'll get commission. I mean, he's very straightforward, doesn't promise you diamonds, which is like, things that are there, but he's very honest, realistic, and rather than the flash, he is, this is what it is. What you see is very honest, and that when you go to work there, that you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid the salary. Eventually, maybe there'll be bonuses for a project or for commissions eventually. So it has the potential. So use the discernment, which one? Because you have the Seven of Cups. You have many choices. And you're pointing to one, and you're like, is this the right one? Well, you have two cards that tell you they're going to give you information. So, it's important to get the information and to process it and making your decision. That's really what it's saying. Because then we have your other seven because you have your information. And the Seven of Wands is leaving a difficult situation with the tools that you acquired. And so here you're empowered, taking your time again, because this almost looks like a meditation pose. Take your time. And it's sort of like the hermit. Because you're meditating, you're listening. And so that's, again, that Seven of Swords, listening to what Spirit is telling you. You're going to be guided this week. It's part of this week is also listening to your inner voice, developing that inner voice that that you rely on. And it's using that to guide you into the next steps, because look at here. As a result of that, you're the Six of Swords moving into smoother waters from that Ten of Swords. And there's the King of Swords, which can be a job. It can be an organization. It can be a person. So it's moving to smoother waters. I would say that the King of Swords can be an organization that you're moving to. And it's smoother waters, better opportunities. So you've got good things coming, but it's important. You've got many cards here that are saying, we're giving you the information. Take your time, the Temperance card, and look at all that information that's given to you. Use your discernment, and rapid things are going to happen, because there's your Tower. New opportunities are going to be coming. Boom, there they are. So it's a week of change, of endings and beginnings, and follow your intuition and your choices that you make, because Spirit is giving you many messages in different ways to help you in making your choices. But remember, you do have free will. Everybody has free will. And through that, it can be, like the Seven of Cups. And I say, there's no wrong decision, because whatever you decide, there's a lesson in it. And you can always change your mind and do something else. It may not be the timing that you want. And you may have to keep being in a situation longer. But let's say you choose a job, and then after a while you go, boy, I sure didn't think that commute was going to be like this. Or I go in there after the second day and everybody, is not happy, and I don't like the energy there. Or that boss is slick. Or it could be moving to a new home and finding out that, I don't know, that what comes to mind is like that you've got standing water in the yard, and you have to then do some sort of excavation or something, and it wasn't presented when you looked at the house. I mean, there's all sorts of things. Well, and there's always lessons from it, and you can change it. You learn from it, and then you move on. That's your Seven of Swords too, or your Seven of Wands. You learn and you move on. You can make it that it's some sort of situation that never can be corrected. And, the why me, why did this happen? Or you can go, okay, well, now I know in the future that this is what I look for. And you can turn it around for a lesson, which is, this is the learning planet. And I say, this is not Disneyland. This is the learning planet. So, we chose to be here. Now I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you, the wisdom of the oracle. And let's see what we have here. Just like me and going to Portugal. And I could write a book about that. And it's very interesting. I listen to Sterling Medium on Sundays. I love Sterling Medium. And I actually did join as a member because I think he's very wise and a teacher. And someone asked about Portugal. And because they're having an election coming up, and he says there are going to be tighter immigration laws and tax structure, that they're going to be getting more money. So, I learned a lot of things, and then I corrected it. I stayed longer than I wanted to, but it was an experience I went through, and the people that are there or the people that are going now, because he says the taxes are going to go up. And, people that are in Portugal that are U.S. citizens, we pay Portuguese taxes and U.S. taxes, income taxes. And then if they up that and then tighten the immigration rules, which could be that you have to have more income to immigrate. It could be about buying property, because that's one of the things that Portuguese complain about, is that the immigrants have raised the prices of property, and so Portuguese can't afford property now, houses. And so they make some choices about buying property. For example, that you can't buy property, or that there's caps on it, or all sorts of things. But there are going to be some changes because they are having an election coming up, and it had to do with alleged corruption. And I'm not saying this out of school. I read it in the news. So that's why they're having a special election. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is the card that we have for our Leo? Okay. So you can go any place in the world and it's going to have some issues right now. And here's the card that we have right here. And it is happy, happy. So whatever going on in your life is happy, happy, or going to have a happy, happy result, which is good to know. Happy, happy. I'll put that there. Then we have the career and life oracle. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. Okay. And angels, archangels, and spirit guides. And if you want to hear what Sterling actually said about Portugal, that was in today's video that he did. And I think it was one of the first questions, because he answered 66 questions today. This is on Sunday. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Okay. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is it that Leo needs to know? Okay, the card is unfolding. Access to greater prosperity is opening for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. So it's new opportunities coming to you, expanding. So if something didn't end, you wouldn't have the new opportunities coming in. Then we're going to pull the Louise Hay. This is for Leo, angels and archangels and spirit guides. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is the message from Louise Hay cards? Angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. And we have here, I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Each moment of the day is special to me as I follow my higher instincts and listen to my heart. I am at peace with my world and affairs. And remember, this is all about, they said information and follow your intuition. And there it is. Because it says, follow my highest instincts and listen to my heart. There. Put that there. Then we're going to pull the I Ching card. I should get the I Ching coins is what I should do, or the sticks. I do have runes here. Now I need to get the runes book. Angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. What is the message that you have here for our Leo? And angels and archangels. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. Thank you. There. And the card is Endurance, number 32. Endurance is cultivated when determination is coupled with flexibility. Long-distance runners must adapt to changing conditions while maintaining a strong sense of purpose. Two trees growing near each other bend and adapt to endurance to enhance each other's survival. Let me start that over. Two trees growing near each other bend and adapt to enhance each other's survival. A strong sense of durability is the stable relationship of intimate partners that strikes a dynamic balance between involvement in the outside world and nourishment in the home. True enhancement is not based on rigidity, because endurance implies flexibility, not being locked in position. Only by adapting to change can we stay in the race, and only by deepening our sense of purpose can we call forth the strength to win. You know, you have your new beginnings, and you have your Seven of Cups, which is your choices, and new opportunities. So it's about being flexible, because things are changing rapidly. And maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago, you had no idea that you'd be looking, changing jobs, changing situations, or where you are right now. And it's part of being flexible, being in the flow. Okay. And then the last card we're going to pull is the Starlight for our meditation. I haven't used these for a while. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Leo. I certainly appreciate it. And I'm trying to be very consistent in my videos, even though I have, like tomorrow, I have two medical appointments, and I have to go apply for my license. And the next day, I have my infusion. So, you know, I do have stuff along the way that I still have to do, because I have completed 8 fusions. I haven't really done a video about this, but I've had 8 fusions for my breast cancer. I have 9 to go, and they are a form of chemo, even though it's not but I do have symptoms from it. So, you know, that's part of my life right now, is appointments and taking care of, you know, because that will be a morning that I'm at the oncologist. So, you know, I'm still trying to keep on my schedule here. So thank you for being so patient. Angels and archangels, what is the card that we have for our wonderful Leo for this week? And it is, trust. The light in you cannot be dimmed. So trust what's going on, because you're going on through big changes. You have the Death card, but you also have, and the Tower card, which is boom, things happening. But you also have all that information that your spirit guides are giving you. Listen to that. Listen to your intuition. Trust. Thank you so much. I so appreciate your support of the channel. And until next time, Nina and I are sending you light and love from Las Vegas.